Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. And it is New Comic Book Day review time again, and we're going to be reviewing Hellions 17. Hellions 17. Now, Hellions itself, this is probably one of my favorite X comics going on right now. I like the team. I like the way they're doing things. I like the writing. The art's been fantastic. Segovia's on it. So overall, great book. This book gets a little weird. So if you remember from the last issue, Nanny basically just kind of yells at Peter. The team kind of breaks up because of what happens with the whole Sinister plot and the killing of Psylocke's child and all the stuff that's going on, or Kwan's child, technically, and all that stuff that's going on. So basically we find out that, Peter went off to find his sibling, which is taken over by a group that hates mutants, and they want to raise a child to kill mutants. So we have the team kind of gets back together in the weird way that they normally do, with threats, with John threatening, what's his face, Manuel, the guy who tweaks everybody's emotions. So John's threatening him. Kyle, Wild Child, is acting kind of weird. He's acting more like an animal than ever before, which I didn't like that part later on. I'll get that. Havoc's apologizing, I'm sorry I killed your kid, all that kind of good stuff. So the good part is when Peter gets to this place out in the desert. It's in a U.S. park, and he is just tearing everybody apart. Where is my brother? And he is just wiping everybody apart. So as the team gets there, there's a group of masked, weird, green-faced, yellow-lined people standing out there in the desert. These guys, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're doing, but they are basically, they want to clean mutants out, and one's a sniper and one's a scythe welding crazy person, and another person's got some bombs and whatnot. And the team's having to fight these guys. And we get non-lethal, but very, very effective dismantling of that team. Put it that way. And then we get Wild Child here. Look at this. She comes upon Wild Child, and I know it's not focusing very well, but she slashes at him, and he says, "Aye." That's it. I thought, he's almost like a Wolverine, Sabretooth type character, and he just screamed. That part I didn't agree with. So now we have Peter getting into going up to the where the baby is, and he's going into the room. He's like, I want my brother. And so he holds the brother, and Nanny comes in, and the baby actually shoots laser beams out of his mouth, like a inferno of nuclear energy, and just wipes Nanny off the map, kills Nanny. And then Peter goes nuts. Peter snaps the doctor's neck. I mean, it literally spins his head around and cracks his head. And I've got to take a moment to clear the dog. Hold on a second. All right, sorry for the interruption. Apparently, a bag was flying across the street, and she was doing her job. So we have Peter goes to the nurses there, and he starts slicing them up. And then he steps outside, and he kills all the guards, and then the park rangers, and he blows them away. And the team is like, something doesn't feel right. Like, everybody's dead, right? And they see Peter sitting on his knees. I couldn't stop myself. I mean, look at that. So Hellions probably should change their name to Savage Hellions, because they got nuts, and mostly Peter, and just started killing everybody. It was really, really good. So the cover, I like this cover. I like how it looks. I would give this cover probably a 4. It's really, really good. Perspective all looks good. The art inside, I'd give it a 3.5. There's some things I probably tweak. But we don't have a lot of flat panels. We do have a lot of good shots. The jet flying over, Havoc shooting laser beams. The dark on the coloring is all really pretty good. So I'd give it about a 3.5 on the inside, and the story again is probably a 3.5. So overall, we're at a 3.7 or so. It's a really good book. Definitely recommend. Hellions is still running strong. 17 books. Zeb Wells is doing a fantastic job on this book, and it is definitely recommend. Let me see. Let me get to the page here. where's the title page? I think it's Zeb Wells, and I'll make sure I say his name correctly, but oh, here it is. And Steven Segovia. So that's the artist Ryan Burrito doing the colors. Burrito. So that overall, definitely recommend. Really pretty good book. Definitely worth the time. So if you like X-Men stuff, get this one. If you're gonna have to cut down your pull, get this one. This one's a good one. All right, guys. We'll see you next time here in the Line Box.